Good evening once again. Today I am going to discuss with you the IUPAC system of naming organic compounds. So in this IUPAC system, the name of an organic compound consists of three parts: word root, suffix and prefix. What is the meaning of the word root? It denotes the number of the carbon atoms present in the chain. Suppose this is a chain here and number of carbon atom in this chain are 4. If these are 4 in number, so you will give it a name but. I will just let you know how to do that. Suppose this is C1. How many carbon? C2, C3, C4. If C1 is there, then it will become meth. If C1 is there, it will become meth, METH. And if C2 is there, it will become eth. And if C3 is there, it will become prop. And if C4 is there, it will become but, BUT. Same way, you will go with C5, it is pent. C6, it will be hex. C7, it will be hept. So on. These all are given in your book also. So next is, what is suffix? Suffix is a word root is linked to the suffix which may be primary, secondary or both. If you talk about suffix, what is suffix? It is a word root that is linked to suffix which may be primary or secondary or both. Let's discuss what is primary and what is secondary. P is for primary, S is for secondary. It indicates what is primary. It indicates the nature of the linkage in the carbon atoms. For example, if any carbon is bonded to another carbon atom with single bond, then you will use the suffix ane, ANE. Similarly, for double bond, if it is C, double bond C, then you will use, it is for ene. And if it is triple bond, then you will be using iron, YNE is there. Okay, so after that you can also use the suffix if the parent chain contain 2, 3 more double or triple bond, then the numerical prefixes such as di, tri, tetra are added to the primary suffix. How it is possible? You have to note it down here that extra a is added to word root if primary suffix to be added begins with the consonant a, e, I, o, u. For example, for two double bond suffixes, if suppose two double bonds are there in any of the chain, then you will be using, it is diene. Okay, it is diene. If it is to be added to word root, but it becomes, suppose how many carbon are there? 4. So you are writing here word root is but, right? And it is butadiene. It will become butadiene. Let's move towards a secondary suffix. What is secondary suffix? What is secondary suffix? Indicate the presence of the functional group in the organic compound. Some common secondary suffix used to represent the functional groups are, for example, alcohol, right? Functional group is OH and you can use here ol as a suffix. Same way aldehyde, this is CHO and you will use suffix for it is al, AL. Same way there is carboxylic acid, and you will use for it, you can use with it, the suffix will be oic acid. Okay, suffix will be oic acid. After that there is acid chloride, there is acid chloride. If there is acid chloride, you will use a suffix COCl. Same way, you can name this group as oil chloride. This is oil chloride. Okay, and then there is nitrile. Already it is told you, and you will be writing it nitrile. Same way, it is also given in your book. So it may be noted that while adding the secondary suffix to the primary suffix, the terminal E of the primary suffix is dropped. If the complete secondary suffix begin with the vowel A, E, I, O, U, the terminal E is retained. For example, suppose there is a chain CH3, CH2, 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 OH, right? So what will you do? Word root in it is, what is word root? It is but. Word root is but, means 4 carbons are there. Then what is primary suffix? Primary suffix is ane, right? A single bond. Then secondary suffix is ol. As alcohol is there, so it will be ol. So you will be writing here butane, right? It is butane, because ol group is at what side? 1, 2, 3 and 4. It is butane 1 ol. It will come out to be butane 1 ol. Fine. It is butane 1 ol is there. This is the name, or simply you can also write it as butanol. It's butanol. You can see here E is skipped. E I have not mentioned because E is a vowel. So if it is a vowel, so you will not get together E and O. So it will become like butanol, O. Okay, E is skipped from here. So E of ane is dropped because secondary suffix ol begin with the vowel, and please note 1 before ol indicates the position. It is indicating the position, means it is this functional group is present along with the position 1, right? So same way, one more example I can give you here, that is CH3, CH2, CH and CH2. This is OH and this is also OH. So what is it? This is butane, butane. How many groups are there in it? Two functional groups are there. So it is butane diol. But how will you represent it? Butane diol, you will say it is butane 1,2-diol. I am writing here. It will become butane 1, 2-diol. Actually, now you have written here E. What E represents? Means E is there now. So if it is there, it represents, now it is D there. So vowels are not together. So you can write here E. It will not be skipped at all. And after this, there are some prefix which you use. Suppose I have now here one example in which I will just write over here CH3, CH and CH3, but if it is written here Cl, then this 2 will be removed. So how will you give it name? This is what? This is a prefix. This is a prefix. You will be naming this compound as 1. You will be naming this compound as numbering firstly 1, 2, then 3. You will say it is 2-chloro, 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 propane 2-ol, propane 2-ol. Got it, this will be the naming. In same way, there are various prefix which can be used for different substituents, and those can be, I can write it here. You can look at it. It can be like fluorine is there, you will be writing it as fluoro. Then there is chlorine, you will be writing it as chloro. Then there is bromine, you will be writing it as bromo. Then there is iodine, you will be writing it as ido. Then there is nitro group, so you will be writing it as nitro as a prefix. So many are given in your book also. You can follow once your book for these things. Thank you so much.